Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Katiesbeenyarnified. I am Katie and I have without a doubt been yarnified. I have some hand spun yarn to show you guys. I've been busy. Let me see, where do I start? I've got five yarns to show you. So one of them, I will start with this one because I did show this part of this, I think, on the bobbin in my last video. So this is a yarn that I spun for my sister for Christmas. I've been really into tweed yarns lately, and I had this fiber. I'm not totally sure what the fiber is. I believe there's a little bit of alpaca, a little bit of merino. It was in a bag of fiber from Hedgehog Fibers, one of their fiber clubs. And I had purchased some of the bags from somebody off of Mercari. And the braid, this was in there. And so I just grabbed it out and started spinning it. And this might be one of my favorite yarns that I've spun so far. I feel like I've said that about the last couple, but I just love how it turned out. And I feel like I got the consistency. Thickness is pretty good. And anyway, sorry, I just realized I was furrowing my brow. It's soft, it's squishy, and I just love the colors. And I had actually gotten a different fiber that I was going to spin for my sister, but as soon as I started spinning this up, I was like, oh my gosh, it just reminded me so much of her. So I am so excited to give this to her for Christmas. And I cannot wait to spin some more tweed. It was a lot of fun to spin. The other yarn I have, this is a yarn that I spun for Amanda, Tap Mama and the Beg Brigade here on YouTube. I will make sure to link her channel below. She had agreed that she would be interested in testing some yarn for me. So we picked out which fiber she wanted, and I spun this hank for her. This is a 100% merino, and I am happy with how it came out. The gradient was so beautiful that part of me is wishing that I had decided to chain ply it, so it would be self-striping. But I wanted to get the most yards out of it that I possibly could. And I knew that all the colors would look good together, which they do. I really, really think it's beautiful. I love how deep the colors are. So I hope, Amanda, if you're watching this, I really hope that you enjoy it. It is a double ply, and I do have I'd have to look for I made a little tag up for it that says how many yards and stuff like that, but I don't think I have that next to me. So there's that yarn. And then my dear friend Antoinette, after she knew that I was getting really into tweed, she got me this fiber. This is a fiber from a company called the Spotted Circus, and they actually had a booth at the Fiber Festival that I went to just this last April. I don't know, around the time that I started my channel, one of the first yarns or fibers I showed was one that Jessica SMC had bought when we were at the festival for me to spin for her. It was like a UV reactive fiber and had a bunch of sparkle in it and stuff. And this is from that same company. And this is just an amazing fiber. It was so much fun to spin. This is actually a South American wool. So my first time spinning with this wool, and let me show you something. I wish I could get up and turn my lights out, but oh my gosh, I wish you could see it as intensely as I am seeing the way it's glowing practically. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I'd have to get up and turn that light out. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Woo, woo, woo. And love this yarn. Thank you so much, Antoinette, for this fiber. There's another one too that is like a gradient of like a gray, a brown, and a yellow. I think it's beautiful. It's another tweed, so I will get to that too at some point. And then there's this one. I wish I hadn't caked it up because it really looked beautiful hanked up. So this is what I'm calling my hodgepodge yarn. So those bags, the Fiber Club bags, they literally just are bags filled with random fibers. It says on the outside which fibers are most likely in there, but it doesn't tell you what each individual fiber is. And they have sparkles, silk, different blends, alpaca, merino. And so I was taking a break from this tweed because this is a pretty dense wool. So, and because of the tweed bits, I just felt like I had to pinch while I was drafting and get some of the clumps out, and so my hands were starting to cramp. So I was taking a little break, but I wanted to spin. So I just started grabbing some of the random fibers out of one of the bags. And I don't know if you can see the like iridescent sparkle in there, but I really was happy with how this turned out. I just spun until the bobbin was full and then chain plied it, and I don't know, maybe got 100 yards, 110 yards. So I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this, but I'll make something. And then the last fiber, now this one has not been soaked yet. I literally just finished this one. This is a Malabrigo fiber that I got a while ago and just getting around to spinning it. So this is the Arco Iris 866. That's the colorway. I don't know if the colorways for their fiber are the same as the colorways for the yarn. But anyway, it was, they're obviously a lot of us know that Malabrigo is known for how soft and squishy it is. And they use a very, a low micron merino wool, which the lower the microns, the softer the fiber. But that also means, if it's not superwash, that it can felt really easily. And so their fiber is very, compacted. And so can be a little bit tougher to spin. So it wasn't necessarily feeling super soft in fiber form. But oh my goodness, this is soft and squishy, and once it's soaked and dried, it is going to just be even more like a cloud. I really am happy with how this turned out. I just love the way it looked. I did change, I would say this is, I don't know, like a 4 weight maybe, a 3 or a 4 weight. I find that it's easier to get like a 3 or a 4 weight when I'm chain plying. Sorry, that's not helpful at all. And I just love the look. I just love the look of chain plying. But it does make for less yardage, but I would say, how much did I get from this? About 215 yards. So, but I love those colors. I think they're beautiful. The only other thing I'll say is, you know, you can buy their braids, their fiber, and they have so many beautiful, beautiful colors, but they're not always saturated all the way through. You know, like it'll have that deep, beautiful color on top, but then once you kind of break the fiber apart, split it in half, however you're going to prep it to spin it, it's the dye hasn't and color hasn't soaked all the way through. So you can have this deep purple or deep fuchsia, but once you spin it and it's mixed with the fiber that the dye didn't reach, it dilutes the color quite a bit. So it you know, you think you're getting this fiber that's where these colors are going to be super deep, and then you get something that's a little bit more muted, which you know, can look really nice, but that's just something to be mindful of, you know. Unlike this was the autumn rainbow fiber that I got from the Etsy shop called the Ginko leaf. And I mean, every square inch of this fiber was soaked to, like, I mean, there is no natural fiber color showing through at all. It's just saturated completely. So you get these really deep colors, where I feel like with this one, you can even see there's almost that marled look, which is really pretty. Again, it is really, really pretty. But, you know, those are just kind of some of the things that I've been learning throughout my spinning journey, is just how different a fiber or a yarn can turn out. You know, it's like you think you're going to get one thing and then it turns out completely different, which sometimes that's better, sometimes that's worse. But yeah, so that's it, you guys. Just a quick video. I don't have any makes to show you. The ones that I've been working on, I'm either not finished, or I've had to start over, or they're in timeout, or whatever the case may be. But I have just been spinning away, literally finishing a yarn, and as soon as it's hanged up, I am back with the next fiber on my wheel, just because there's so many fibers that I am so excited about spinning right now. So also I did get I do have an email associated with my channel now. It is Katiesbeenyarnified at gmail.com. So if you are interested in purchasing some yarn, if you have some fiber that you would like to send to me to spin for you, if you, you know, if you have an idea of something like a yarn that you would like for me to spin, just, you can get a hold of me there. I figured it would be easier to just have a channel email. My other email that I use, I've had it for so long that I get a lot of junk mail even in my regular inbox. So I just feel like the chances of me missing an email from somebody are a lot higher. So I'm trying to get used to checking this new email. So please reach out to me if you are interested in some hand spun yarn. And I'm trying to think. Looking around randomly helps me gather my thoughts. So I'm just trying to think if I've missed anything, and I don't think that I have. Not used to my videos being this short. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.